to sip this?
You go ahead, man. We're living the dream right now.
I'm just making sure.
It is time for Flock University, aka Flock U, where professor / head coach / general manager Damon Ware, team president Jeff Levack, and MVP Darius Prince hang out live at Dutch's place. And you're welcome to come join us and be a part of the show. We're here. We're hanging. Listen. You heard Darius say from the beginning. He's relaxing. He's having a beverage. It's his off-season routine. He's doing the 12-ounce curls, coach. Do you recommend that for his off-season conditioning?
Hey, if he keeps catching touchdowns, he can do whatever he wants for the offseason.
You can have a drink per touchdown. But we're going old rules, so we're only counting one team per year. So for those of you who don't know, the joke on that is it should have been MVP yet again, but half his stats vanished in the wash. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. Weirdest thing ever when you trade teams, your stats don't show up on the stat line, and so you don't get the credit you deserve. So he's back and chip on his shoulder and ready to start taking back what we lost.
Are we loud enough? Are we too loud? Do you want us louder? What do you want? Okay. No, I just listen. It's whatever you want. You can't see the person who should be on the camera is behind the camera. Judge Judy's our favorite. So Dutch's place first time we've done this out live in a restaurant, and of course one of the reasons we chose here, Richie Cesnat, who is one of the owners here, he's one of the owners of the Firebirds. Yep. So he, Mike Corda, and Andy Gelcher getting together, taking this thing back, forged in fire. So live from Dutch's place today. Feel free to stop by, holler out a question, or of course, we do take the questions both on the Facebook and the YouTube. But let's get to this too. I mean, we have the professor himself here. Is that really who gave you that nickname?
Because it came out many years ago, though. It just with all the little stuff that I do.
Can I please interrupt that real quick, because I've known this man since 2021, and this is the first time I'm hearing. Where did this nickname come from, man? I've never heard no one call you the professor.
That's a coaching thing. So it's not a player thing. It's a coaching thing.
I'm your dog, though. I feel like I should know this. I feel like I was in the dark, man. I'm a little heartbroken here now.
It's a coaching thing.
Call you the professor?
Yes, sir.
Well, you gotta think about it. If he wasn't the professor, we couldn't do Flock University. We wouldn't have the curriculum.
I see where we're going with it. So go ahead. My fault. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, and you are a teacher. That's the one thing is, and you have to admit this even is Darius, and again, if you don't know, Darius is the GOAT himself, MVP, in my opinion, reigning MVP.
Appreciate it.
You don't just take orders. You're not. I wouldn't say uncoachable, but you need to get what you're being sold.
Yeah.
To buy it.
Yeah.
You buy what he sells.
I do.
You don't. You play well with others, but you don't always buy what everyone's selling. Right. You sell. So the professor's not a bad.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm signing off on it. I agree with it. I just never heard it before. So I feel like I've been left in the dark now for 3 years. I kind of feel some type of way right now. You know what I mean? Like
that's the coaches meeting stuff.
I might move my chair over towards you, Levack. I don't know how I feel right now, man.
All right. If you'll notice, you have an email address already, and I didn't know you were going to have an email address. I didn't know you were going to be here. Why are you here so early?
So when Mike, Andy, Richie decided to bring the Firebirds back, it was a no-brainer for me. I wanted to come in early, be a part of the community, help out wherever I can, whether sponsorship, ticket sales. My email address is dariusprince@firebirdsafl.com.
D Prince. Yep.
D Prince. Okay.
I'll put it on the screen. It's on the screen right now. You can see it.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So it was just like I said, it was just a no-brainer for me to come back, and I love this community. Been a part of it. We went back-to-back championships. Won't speak about last year, but we're gonna forget about that and just want to move forward, man.
It's hard to forget because I'm with you. Like I would love to forget it.
Yeah.
But when we say #Forged in Fire, I think that's partially because we can't forget it.
Yeah.
And I think it's. As a guy who lived here his whole life, the fact that the professor Damon Ware moved here, the GOAT Darius comes back, and look, you were in sunny Florida, and you chose to come here and help get this thing back running the right way. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to to hear the word community used and not as a punchline means a lot.
Yeah, like I said, I love it here, and like I said, when the guys decide to bring it back, I wanted to get up here as soon as possible, just to get back into this community and just just bring everything back together, man, and just bring the team back and bring another championship to the Capital Region. That's what
what's
we're
up.
about here.
That's what's up. Listen, man. I need one for the thumb.
Hey, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
This week in arena ball, I can't wait to learn, coach, goat, and hype man. So apparently I'm hype man. Listen, I've been called a lot worse today, so I'll take it. I'll take it gladly here at Dutch's place. And listen, one of the things that I think I had to learn, and I know more and more people are learning. I was talking to Gaz earlier today on our radio show, and I said there's a difference between indoor football and arena football. And again, I knew that like the too high motion for the IFL. That was the only difference I knew between the two, realistically speaking. You've coached in both. So head coach Damon Ware, what is the difference between indoor and arena?
So a lot of people don't realize the rules for the indoor side of football came from the CFL. So originally back in the day, they actually had 3 people in motion like the CFL does. And so it's changed a little bit since the inception of indoor football, but now it's 2 people in motion. So it's a little bit more like real football. If you've seen the kind of the transition of the game in the IFL, it's more of a zone read game, kind of mirrors some of the air raid stuff that's going on in the college football realm right now. So your linebacker has really no restrictions. And so he can go wherever he wants up and down. Linemen can drop into coverage. So you realistically can see a ton of different coverage. You can see cover 0, cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 6. You can see all these different coverages with different variations. And so it is a lot more complicated defensively on the indoor side. On the arena side, it's a little different. There's more restrictions in the box. And so in the box, we're talking about the MAC linebacker, the Jack linebacker. Jack linebacker can go side to side. He cannot leave any further than that till the ball's thrown. So there's restrictions in the box. And so for us, our game is more cover 1, cover 2 defenses, and the IFL really has a lot more defenses. So our players are more man beater type players. We have the best receivers in the country because they're used to, going up with very tight coverage on every single play versus the IFL guys that are running against zone coverage.
I noticed Darius nodded when you said best receivers in the country. The first time I saw Darius's head go like this instantly when you said best receivers in the country.
Come on, man. Hey, look, they know that. They know what it is, and I say that in the most humblest way possible, man. Just, best. You know what it is, man.
Look at you shy.
You know what it is. You know what it is, man.
Can we get a visor for Darius, please? Darius need a visor.
This kid is the best receiver right now in the game, and it's not even close. If just pull up the films, watch our films and see what he does on a night-to-night basis. The difference between professional and amateur is amateur, you can have a bad night and go home and they might still like you the next week. At our level, it's really about consistency. This kid is consistent every single night. He will give up his body to catch a ball. He'll do whatever it takes to help a team win, and that's what makes him great.
I love it too. You got the professor, well then the boss, your wife. He's shy. He's shy. We're live here at Dutch's place. We got some great people here. A lot of people coming up talking about memories that they've had. Listen, beautiful women behind the bar and coming back from an ACL injury. Can't run away that fast. She's got to bring you the alcohol. She can't go anywhere. She got nowhere to go. But it's a beautiful place. We're having a lot of fun here. And I know we're all supposed to sit here and pretend that the previous year didn't happen. One of the reasons I really want to be here is this is another thing I want to take back. This is another thing I wanted to take back. Like this is my community. This is now you moved here. People were more excited to see Darius than me, and I lived here my whole damn life. So it's like the beautiful thing about being at Dutch's place, not just that Richie says that's involved, not just that amazing bar, amazing people, and food right next door. It's ours, and we're taking it back. It's another thing that we're taking back. So I see a lot of questions about tickets. Here's what I can tell you about tickets right now. We are working with the MVP Arena to get access to everything. So I was talking to Mike Corda earlier today, and I know you guys have both been you get to talk to him more than I do, which I don't know if that's good or bad for you guys. Working to get the list and everything back. So what's going to happen is when tickets are made available, season tickets are made available, if you were a previous season ticket holder the year before, you will have first right of refusal on your seats. Those will be held for you until January 1st. So once they're 100% open, which should be a week or two tops, depending upon how everything goes, we're still digging through the rubble of what was left behind. You will have first right. They will be your tickets. If you do not re-up or put down a deposit before January 2nd, they'll be open to the public. Did I explain that right? Because I felt like it was a lot.
Absolutely. So it's coming soon. We're working as hard as ever to get everything in place and get everything organized. Obviously, the season that we won't say anymore is over, and so we're going to get back to normal. We're super excited to get all your tickets back in the same seats that you've always had. We love you guys, and so we want you to get your season tickets and get ready for 2024.
See, people still have their jokes though. Like Michael was like, if we all chip in $1, can we get Cam Newton to be the quarterback? We don't know him like certain people knew him allegedly. So right. I don't know. Listen, all right. So indoors very different. I love our arena game. It feels tougher, and I will say this: like Darius is one of my favorite people to pick on because Darius can give it back twice as hard as you give it to him. On the football field, especially like 21, I watched this man walk around with an ice truck on his shoulder for the week. And I'm like, dude, you ain't gonna be able to play. You ain't gonna play. No, I'm gonna play. And then then go catch 5-6 touchdowns. So like how are you physically right now? Like you're wearing this medium. You look good. You've been doing some crunches, that's for sure.
I've got to chime in on this a little bit. You know, hey, in 21, coming off the COVID season and just being brutal. You know, this guy, he attacks the football, and I said that on numerous occasions. He'll attack the football. He'll do everything he can to win the game. And so, you know, there's times in games, and people don't know this, and this is a great thing to kind of see the type of guy that he is. There's plays where he gets banged up, and I see it, and you know, he's almost like a son to me. And so I'm like, hey, you need a break.
I believe you when you say it.
Let's get you to the trainer. Let's get a couple moments. He'll literally look at me and be like, Coach, you have to kill me to get me off the field. And when I look in his eyes, I see that truth. And so I'm like, just let me know if it's gonna affect the team. Let me know. And he'll be like, I got you, Coach. And he'll go back out there. In 21, he went out there. He hurt his side and hurt his shoulder, and he goes out and catches 3-4 touchdowns. It's amazing to see what he does. People don't realize at 21, there were several times I had him practice by himself with me in the swimming pool to get him ready for the game because he couldn't move on Monday or Tuesday. And we would get him in the pool Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, have him practice Thursday, get ready for the game, and he'd come out and score 3-4 touchdowns again. And that's why he was offensive MVP.
And the first ever non-quarterback, actually, as far as I know to this point, the only non-quarterback to win MVP of the National Arena League.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. And look, you don't like it. Look at you. You don't like it. He'll tell you how great he is all day. Somebody else does it, and he gets nervous. He don't like it.
No, I like it. It's just, you know, I go about it that way because it's who I am, and I stand on the product that I put on the field, and also the people who come and watch and support us. You know, I've always wanted to put on that show for them. So if I could battle through just having a little bit of pain in my body and go out there, and this really truly means something to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I truly love this game. Like, you know, so I always told Coach Ware, trust me, if I felt like I was going to hurt the team, I will pull myself out the game before I do that. Like, you know what I mean? I would never be that type of person. But I also know that I done been through so much. I could battle through this pain right now, and I still know I could give the team a better chance to win at the end of the day. You know, so with me being out there, even if it's a decoy, ask him. I would, hey, look, I'll be a decoy in this play. You know what I mean? Like, I just know what I bring to the game, and I'm all about winning, and I'm all about the fans just putting on a show for them, so they can enjoy that. The little kids that come up after the game, and you know, they're, it was my first game. I was so happy. I can't wait to come back. Like, those are the moments I live for, to put smiles on the kids' faces. You know, and that's what I'm all about.
All right, I'm gonna tell this story. So last night, one of the team owners, Mike Corda, says to me, "Hey, meet us at I'll drop the name, Buca de Beppo. We want to talk to the manager. Darius is friends with him." And so I walk in. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it's just hanging out, whatever. This one, of course, you know, he's not driving, so it's a whole nother level. But the general manager's kid calls to say goodnight. Darius Prince and Brandon Cisse were both there. They both jump on FaceTime and start talking to the kid. And the kid, you can hear the joy in the kid's voice that this is happening. I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, I like people a little bit, but I'd be like, yo, good, hey, good night. And like, they're having like a real, like, that kind of stuff means a lot. Like, it's very, very cool. And I think that was when I decided last night, with the limited power that I actually have as team president, that we're going to bring back the kids bringing out the water bottles during the breaks. So it used to be a kid a week would come out and do it. So we're going to randomly select kids here and there. They'll be able to come out and be a part of the team that help bring water out during the breaks. Yeah. You okay with that, by the way? Because it's your field.
Absolutely. You know, my son will be out there as well. So
Yeah.
He loves to be at the games and be in the box. So it'll be exciting times.
Listen, I haven't heard from this dude in a while. Sean Lockett. Hey, which actually leads
leads right into what we're going to talk about.
So we want to make sure that people are getting to know everybody, that are learning the team every week when we're here. And look, if the quarterback doesn't have time to get rid of the ball, Darius can't go get open and get the ball, which means you need big eaters up front. It's all about the offensive line.
For me, I know, as we call them, the big uglies, they don't get the credit that they deserve. The game of football really does offensively start with them. And so Sean knows. He was here in 2021 and knows just how much I appreciate the guys up front, because without them, we just can't do what we do. And so, I don't play in the recruiting realm. I get after it quickly. I love the process of recruiting. I love to learn kids' stories and hear their goals and all those things. And so we really put together a nice beginning of our training camp roster on the offensive line. So obviously bringing back Sean Lockett was a big thing for us. Anchored our 2021 line, and that gave up very few sacks in the whole season. That was huge. Obviously blocking for a Hall of Famer. We brought back Melvin Hollins, obviously one of our Iron Men that played, probably 80% of the snaps on both sides of the ball in 2022.
Aren't they both centers?
They are, but for me, and these guys understand, I bring in guys, and you're gonna play where you best fit the team and help us win. And so every guy I talk to, hey, if there's just one position you're gonna play and that's all you want to do, probably better to go somewhere else. If you want to come in and earn a spot and be a part of something special, you'll come in and be what we think you can be. The film will tell us where you need to be. We'll design a system that makes everybody and showcases everybody's abilities. And so you got to be open-minded. And so bringing back Melvin obviously was a big thing. I announced on the last one, Hunter Knobs out of Henderson State, another kid that snapped the ball. I believe in guys that can snap. And so a lot of things happen over the course of the season. You got to have a guy that can snap the ball to the quarterback. So obviously those guys are premium. I'm real excited about bringing in Hunter Knobs. We brought in Jalen Powell, kid out of Norfolk State, another great lineman that's on the cusp of making it to the higher level. He's going to be special for us playing at one of the guard spots. He can also snap, though. That's, again, those are the premium. We got Dante Ogburn, kid out of Lane College. He's coming in. He's got some experience in some of the other leagues. Again, he can snap as well. He can play guard. Excited about
him. So there's no centers left for the rest of the league, is what you're telling us.
Them all. And then we got Daryl Davis Jr., kid out of IUPUI, another kid that's special, rookie kid coming out. We're real excited about him, and he can play guard and center as well. So we really do take a premium on guys that can snap the ball. Through the course of training camp, I tell all the guys, all of you will play every position on the line. I'll put you at left, put you at right, put you in the middle, and we'll figure out from there who the best combination is. And that's the fun part about camp, is we really don't build out that line until these guys get here and we find out who does what.
I try to keep my ear to the ground a little bit, especially the closer we get to everything coming together. And I've seen a lot of fan bases complain that they don't know who their offensive line is going to be. I hear the names you're saying. I know those names. And the ones I don't know, you then show them to me, and I go look them up. And is the reason the other people can't get lines is you sign them all?
Well, I will definitely say that we don't play in the recruiting. Like I said, I like to get started on the recruiting as soon as possible. And so the first thing I'm always going to look for is the offensive line, because without those guys, we just aren't going to be great. And so me, our scouting director, Coach Johnson obviously is my director of scouting, and him and I are on the phone all day looking at films, going through stuff. He does a great job. Him and I together, if you put two of the best recruiters together and you just go out and attack the day every day, you're going to find the best guys in the country. And I will tell you, we have some of the best guys in the country right here. You put them along with, I know everybody's talking about the quarterback. I'm just going to say it now. we should have a quarterback signed by Friday. We're in the final stages of those negotiations. Once we get our quarterback signed, we got the best receiver in the country. Things are going to get real exciting around here, and let's go Firebirds.
Absolutely. It is funny because I just picked one, Paul. Who's the quarterback? A lot of people, that is what they're popping up with. Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback? And, I obviously it's tough for me because I do a talk show during the day. If I knew who the quarterback was 100%, it would be hard. I'd be like, and I'd probably pop. So I don't know, but I know who you know. And I assume that we're all going to be very excited when it happens. This is my favorite. Because I said Brandon Cisse was here, Daniel's like, I think Jeff leaked by accident that Cisse is signing with the team. He lives here. He coaches for Colony.
He's been living here
I didn't leak nothing.
Couple years now, right?
Right. I mean, listen, I'll tell you what, if it's up to me, if I can drag him out of his coaching job and put him in front of Coach Ware and say, please, that's a dude. I love that guy.
People don't realize, like, this is a family. And we spend so much time together. We grind so hard together that we build relationships that are super strong. Brandon Cisse is one of the family.
Absolutely.
We're excited to see what he's doing at Colony. We go support. I went out to one of his practices not too long ago. We're going to support him as the best we can in the things that he's doing, and he's always going to be a part of what we do.
It's funny to me too because I never knew that Cisse wanted to be a coach. Like it was just never a conversation we had. I always considered him a friend, but we would talk about stuff and whatever. And he'd be like, yeah, whatever. Then one day I go, so what's going to be next for you down the line? I'm going to coach. And all of a sudden he lights up and like his everything changes. Like, you're like, holy, where the hell have you been the last 4 years? I didn't know we could have this kind of talk. Like he's pretty amazing with that stuff. And I'm glad that he's coaching at my alma mater, Colony.
But again, he's been after it for a little while. People don't realize some of the behind the scenes some of these guys go through. I originally met Cisse when I got here in 2021, and we had a great conversation about Tommy Grady and the history of the team and all these things. We had a great conversation. I was ecstatic to sit there and talk to him for a couple hours one night. And so at that particular point, he was already getting into coaching. He went down to we won't even say the name of the team, but he went down there and started coaching with them. And so he's been after this for a little while. I've always known he wanted to coach. And so we spend many a days talking about football and just kind of, going through things. And I've always known that his path was going to be in coaching. So the fact that he's at Colony and he's doing this thing, I'm super proud of him. And anything I can do to help, I'm always there for you. And let's just keep growing.
Oh, listen. So now you got the people. Now we're going to talk smack about Colony. All of a sudden, boo to Colony. Go Dutch. No, man. Frank's got it right. Garnet and gold, baby. Let's go. All right. So if we can drag him, we will. I'm just saying. That's just me. I don't do the. It's him. He does the roster. But if there's a way, but he's very busy and he's doing a great thing. And he looks like he's having the most fun I've ever seen him have. So he'll be around though. He'll be around. There's no other way to really go about it but to have him around. I see Mike Cordes here now, one of the other owners of the team, which means that we don't have to pay our tab. That'll be on him. So we'll let him do that. And most of you here too.
Can we get? Hey, Mike. Next one on. Can we get another round, please, on Mike?
Look at that look. I love it.
Looks like a pit bull with a cavity.
I can't.
I love our group. We have so much fun. I mean, we get after it. When it's time to work, we work harder than anybody. But boy, do we have fun and laugh and joke and have a good time. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And that has always been, year one of this in 21. I didn't really know you guys that well. I came in after everything had kind of started. I was still doing another show and everything. And it was intimidating the way you guys all clicked right away. Like, I've always been the kind of person who walk into a room and find my spot. You guys all clicked right away. And you included me once you realized I wanted to work a little bit. But it definitely, it's play hard and work harder. It's for
That's
sure.
It. We're going to have a lot of fun. And it has to be about that. This is such a tough business. And, I tell all of our recruits, if you go past your draft class, if you are not a preferred free agent, it's going to be a brutal job. And so we do this brutal job, but we got to have fun while we're doing it. If not, what's the point of doing it?
Absolutely. And again, the fact that, you live, where were you? Where did you move from to come here?
Me, I live in Austin, Texas, and I also lived in Chicago. So we were kind of back and forth between the two spots, but now we're here. And as I told you, I love being here. This place has become home. I feel as good as ever being here every single day. And so I'm part of this community. And again, I hope more of you reach out to me, reach out to Darius, reach out to Jeff. We want you to support us, but we want to support you
Absolutely.
too. So don't forget, if you've got events and things that we can come be a part of, we will gladly come be a part of it. If time permits, we'll be there.
Absolutely, yeah. So, you can email Darius D. Prince at firebirdsafl.com, HC Ware at firebirdsafl.com, Levack, Firebirds Go to the website, click on it, and you can click in and or go to any of this. And actually, even if you want to put it in the comments right now on Facebook or on YouTube, we would love to be a part of things. So that's a verbal commitment to the Polar Plunge next month, right? Is that what that?
Whew,
Is that
I'm
what
not sure I
Special
will jump in
Olympics?
some cold water. Let me think about that. I'll show up though. I'll be there.
I say,
Here you go, John Sawyer. How do I Venmo the goat another orchard?
Oh,
John, you should be here hanging out, man.
hey,
Come on.
John, come up here, man. Let's have a drink together.
We're at Dutch's
Yeah,
place,
man.
having a blast.
We're at Dutch's, man.
Flock you, and now let's get the questions from the flock as we get through it all. We love when you guys send in questions. We love when you interact with us. I keep forgetting that Benny is here. Benny Ice, our social media guru. And every time I look at it, he's like closer and closer.
I know.
That is Benny Hanna right there.
Benny's
man.
a
The
stud,
man
though.
behind the scenes.
We
man.
love him.
Benny
We love
Hanna.
him.
Benny's
All those
That's my
graphics.
guy. He's always cooking up something, man. Benny Hanna, man. That's the nickname.
he's that Looney Tune
Yeah, he's always
cartoon.
cooking up, man. Benny Hanna.
He's that Looney Tune cartoon where it starts across the room. You close your eyes real quick. It's halfway closer. Close your eyes again. He's closer.
That's
Close
my
your eyes,
guy.
and now he's like right here.
Hey, one of the family.
Hey, maybe.
That's
He
all
is.
that matters.
He works the room. Man. He's over there. Next thing you know, he's in front of you. Man, that's Benny
He's-
Hanna,
he-
man.
and the
He's always
best.
cooking up.
I've got a lot of people hitting us up. They want to make graphics for us. Just go right to Ben. B
Yeah,
Nelson
yeah.
at firebirdsafl.com. He's the guru. If he says you can come help, you can come help. Of course, Nani, who's here, she's always got your back. She said, "What's up, family?"
My wife is my biggest supporter, and like I said, I couldn't be prouder. Just to have somebody that understands all the work that I put in, all the time in the office, all the traveling, all the stuff I do. I couldn't be prouder to have somebody that supports me and respects what I do and is happy that I get to be part of the job that I love.
It's impressive. She's always there to fight for you. Like I've noticed that. Tommy Gross, glad to see Coach, the GOAT, Jeff. Of course, he wants to know how close we are to a quarterback. That is close, very close.
Super close, Tom.
Super close, Tom.
And believe me when I tell you that if he's looking for it, we'll have he'll be the right guy. We'll be all set one way or another. Professor of the Flock, that's starting. There it is. It's happening now. Professor of Flock,
That's
you.
it. Flock you. We love it.
Welcome back to Albany to Darius. That's Paul's in there. So wait, here we go. So spike head on the helmet, or will we go white shell wings on the helmet? Which will be? And I got to tell you that
I'm going to be a little bit secretive about this
Okay.
because I really want everybody to be surprised. We'll have a jersey reveal at some point. We've put a lot of minds together about what we would do for helmet and everything and jersey colors and all those things. And we've come up with something original, something that'll be us taking the history forward. It's going to be phenomenal. You guys will love it. And when we get to the jersey reveal, it'll be an exciting day.
I like it. This one's for Darius. It's from Daniel. Darius, Daniel wants to know, why did you pick us over Philadelphia, your hometown of Philly?
Ooh, here we go. Fighting words.
Well, I'm not from Philly. let's start there. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and us in Philly really don't get along that much. But Philly was a place where my career jump started. I started in Allentown, which is in Lehigh Valley, Allentown, and I've been in this community for 3 years. I'm not like how things ended last year, and like we've been saying this whole show, like this is family, and it's no slight towards the organization in Philly with Jaworski and everybody that was there. That might not even be the same organization. I don't know what they got going over there. I wish them the best if they're a part of it or whatever the case may be. But I love my time spent in Philly. I will always pay homage to that community. But life goes on. And I came here after COVID, and we put something very special and unique together. Like we battled through so much adversity post COVID that I felt brought this whole group that's here today together with the community. You know what I mean? So this place will always have a special place in my heart, and I will always want to be a part of this community. It's just, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's no shade towards Philly. I really just love this community, and like I said, to start the show off, when Mike, Andy, and Richie decided to bring the team back, I didn't even think twice. They called me, we're putting the team back together, and cool. I don't want to wait till March to get up here. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to wait till March. Like, I want to come up here now as soon as possible, get in the community, and let's bring this thing back together, and let's bring a championship back to the capital region. So I love Philly. Like I said, jump started my career there, won a championship there, will forever hold a special place in my heart. But this is where I'm at now, and that's all I'm worried about.
Charles says, "Miss you in Philly. You're the best." I mean, it's your hometown.
I miss y'all too. Hey, look, man.
Delete that comment. I mean,
I miss Philly.
Yeah, I know.
I miss you guys out there, man.
Yeah.
It's always love. I got nothing bad to say about that. You guys try to put me in the pickle with that one.
The beginning of a great career. Had you not played in Philly, I wouldn't have got your film.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it all works itself out.
Philly was a great place for me, man. So like I said, nothing but love over that way. Got nothing bad to say.
I want to, I mean, obviously, it's just fun because for those of you who don't know, he hates when you say he's from Philly. He hates it. It's the one thing that I can always revert back to when he's busting on me. Is just say he's from Philly.
I mean, the two. I'm from Pittsburgh. Philly's across the state. We, we just don't vibe like that.
I understand. I'm from Southern California. My wife's from Northern California. We don't mix at all, but we mix very well. So,
well, this is opposite
it all works itself out.
That's right. That's opposite. I keep seeing references to it being the 25th anniversary of the Firebirds winning the Arena Bowl. What are we going to do for that? We haven't signed a quarterback yet. Get off my back. No.
Look, we understand the significance. I mean, 25 years, Orlando Predators are in our league. We understand the significance. We're super happy with bringing back the history. We are so proud to bring back this brand and make it the present. And so we'll have plenty of things to pay homage to the history, but we also want to do things that's us and moving forward. So there'll be plenty of things that we'll have that will definitely pay homage to that history.
All right, I see this one. Another fan favorite. Bryce wants to know, anyway, Nick Hague is on his way back.
I've talked to Nick several times. Nick is one of the group, obviously. Again, it's about family. And so I've grown very close with Nick over the years. And so he doesn't live too far away. We're discussing. And, like I said, when it's time for announcements, you'll find out then.
I want to. I think it's funny how we just announced all these great offensive linemen who can play multiple positions. Darius is back. And if you've been following on social media, Firebirds, AFL, all across the board, you see all these great names coming in. Still, hey, you got a quarterback? You got a kicker? Everybody be patient.
I love it. No, that's great. I'm glad everybody's engaged. I mean, keep watching our social media. We're doing it the way that we want to do it. We're giving everybody their little time. So we announce 2 players a day. So just so you guys know, at 12 and 3 are the times that we release 2 players every single day. We're working hard. Our scouting department's working hard. Our players are working hard. We're building a championship football team. We're going to build a team that our community is proud of. Give us time. Some of these things takes time. And it's so again, just be patient. And as soon as things come to fruition, we'll announce those things immediately. And we look forward to it.
Right. We're not looking for the right now person. We're looking for the right person to join this squad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about, the right makeup and all these other things to be a part of it. And then you see it happen. And then, so again, just believe me when I tell you that there's whiteboards I'm not allowed to look at of names and contacts.
Please
and
stay away from that.
Yeah, I'm not even allowed to look.
The whole cliche saying Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the truth. And we were able to put it together 2 championship rosters in 21-22. So, just believe in us. We'll believe in the coaching staff. I really don't got much to do with that. So
but you're
Believe-
Hey,
believe-
players want to play with you
Right.
too, and that's important. to us.
Believe that this guy and the rest of the coaches are going to put together a very special roster for the 2024 season.
This is a great one.
Absolutely.
Richard, no orange jerseys. I will tell you that there's been a lot of conversations, and there are many people who echo your sentiment, who will have some say in how this comes together. I will not 100% say it's not going to happen, but I think it's pretty close.
I think when you guys were the Empire, the orange jerseys you had were fire. I like the all orange jerseys.
That's because you wear a medium. A fat guy in an orange jersey gets called
Looks like
pumpkin.
a pumpkin.
It's bad, man. I'm the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Come on.
I remember playing in Philly. You guys came out in the orange jersey. I was like, holy shit, that's fire. I liked it. Look,
You've seen some of the ideas. You want us to go orange over the ideas that are being worked on right now?
absolutely not. But
There you
I'm saying, like, please,
I love it.
like, please, no orange. Like, I think the orange was fire.
Listen.
I-
As an
That's
off,
just my opinion.
you got to remember though, that's like the only color that's been in this area, with the exception of Valley. Like it's just
Oh, yeah,
nonstop.
yeah,
It feels
yeah.
like every new
That's
team.
why
comes
we
out
want to be
orange.
different. So
Yeah.
we're coming back with history, with tradition, and orange is getting kind of pushed to the back.
Yeah, orange is not the New Jersey. I can tell you that right now. Here you go. This is one I know Damon's gonna like from Richard Kepner. Damon, when are we hitting the golf course? There's still some good weather left.
Hey, I'm all for it. Give me a call. I am 1,000% for that. I've been playing some really good golf lately, so as much good golf as I can play before the season's over, I am all for it.
Yeah, Levack, I've been working on my golf game too since last time we hit the course.
When you broke my golf club. The head of the golf club went farther than the ball.
That was at the golf tournament in 21. A
Yeah.
great time, though. That was
Man.
a fun time.
I'm seeing a lot of people who are like, we appreciate all the announcements. Just asking a lot of questions, and I can tell you that like where we're at this moment, like we're working with the AFL like to get everything perfect before you announce it, and they have a structure in which they want things announced.
Right.
So it's like you guys know me. I want to come in here and be like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be great and whatever, and then then you have to fix it after I say it.
And there's some excitement to that, and so there's a lot of people that hit me up and definitely ask all these questions about what's going on with the league. We are not going to announce those things. We're going to let the AFL announce those things. They have a lot of things to announce over the next month. We're just excited for the things that are going to come out. Obviously, it's not us that's going to announce them, so be patient. There's so many rumors that come out when you don't hear things. Don't believe everything you read online. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's going to be a fun season. We are super excited. We're glad to be an arena football town. We're glad to bring back the history of the Firebirds, and we're glad to go out and try to, make another run for a championship. So stay tuned.
We are live here at Dutch's Place. We're hanging out. We're welcoming your questions. I'm looking at a bunch of stuff on this one. I like this one from Tim. Has DP gotten his hands on the new Wilson game balls yet? Is he sleeping with it?
I haven't got my hands on the game ball yet, but I will. The moment I get my hands on it, it will come home with me, and I will sleep with it. we got to build that relationship together, man. This is gonna become familiar with that ball, so we got to build that up.
All right, we got questions that were coming in via the Instagram and everything else. Of course, everyone. Soon as he can announce the quarterback, he'll announce the quarterback.
Be patient. We're working diligently on that, and that is one position that just takes time. Be patient.
All right, live at Dutch's Place. It's Flock you to the head coach, general manager. Tryouts.
We've traditionally handpicked all of our athletes. This year, there's just such a huge buzz going into the season. We will hold a tryout this year. We're thinking about the first week of December, but that's not set in stone yet. As soon as we set those things in stone, we will put those things out on all our social media, on the website. But we do want to bring out a lot of people that maybe slip through the cracks. Obviously, that there's only so many films that we can get through the course of a year. But we want people excited. Hey, if you've got some football talent, we want you to come out to the tryout. We want to, in 21, we signed 2 people from the tryout. So we don't want to think that we don't look diligently at those people that come to the tryout. Our whole coaching staff will be there. We'll be better to watch. And if there's anybody that has that kind of skill set, we'll sign you that day.
Love it. Is there going to be a dance team? Yes, and Mike Corda is going to be the lead dancer. It's going to be special.
Look at that look.
We actually are in talks with a head of a promo overall team, and once their vision is set, that's when we can answer exactly how it'll all come together. My vision is Mike Corda and a tutu. Season ticket holders going to get discount on concessions. He said possibly. He's looking into it. When can we get Firebirds gear? This is all part of the situation we're dealing with. The AFL has so many partnerships that they want us to work through that we want to make sure that we get you the right gear, the official gear too. Because if we just start throwing out shirts and then everybody else has like a different quality, different caliber shirt, you're going to be mad that you spent that money on the other one. So we're putting that together. We'll have so many answers. You're gonna feel left out for a little bit, and then everything's gonna start rolling. Will we be selling Firebirds jerseys before Christmas? If I have anything to say about it, yes.
Yes.
Right. If I have anything to say about it, yes. When is the schedule coming out? Do we know anything right now?
So right now, the schedule is going to come out next month. So it'll come out sometime in November. When we figure out the exact date that it'll come out, obviously we'll let you know on a Flock University show. But it's anticipated to come out next month.
All right. From Dylan Jones, will there be any practices open to the public?
Interesting question. In training camp, obviously, it's a time for evaluation. Probably not. But will there be a time maybe we have a season ticket holder or something and come out and kind of see part of a practice? Obviously, it's always scary to have people with, especially with all the phones and stuff that are out there now. We definitely don't want our game plans and things like that ending up on all over the internet and in people's hands. But we definitely we want your participation. So we're thinking about some events like that.
All right. Steven's got a question. How about a fan forum where we can bring our ideas to help and hear ways that we can get more butts in seats? This is kind of that, isn't it?
My email is always open. For you guys that have ideas, I truly, when I say this, I truly mean it. It's our team. So if you have ideas, get them to me. I am all ears. Anything that's feasible that we can get done, we can get done. We want the ideas. We want the support. We want the people. So my email is always open. Go on the website, click on my email, send it to me, and we can go forward.
I love it. So yeah, great idea on that one. That's what a lot of people are saying. So I mean, that's kind of it. I mean, unless anybody here has questions, Benny with the Cyclops, he's right there all the time, always watching, always judging. Do you guys have any questions for the flock that they can answer while we've got them locked in? I mean, I know you're so dialed into the things that you guys are doing. Do you have questions?
Yes, for all the Flock University students out there, what do you think the crowd will get to in game number 1?
Ooh, that's a good question. And like I've had people start talking about things that I have said that I would do in the past for certain numbers of seats. I'm willing to make a fool of myself if it is the entertainment of the people. But it's got to be a big audience. From the bigger fool you expect me to be, the bigger the audience has to be. But I'm all Paul breaks out 8,000. I'm down with 8,000 to start.
Oh,
To start. It's a little low, but it's a start.
Right.
The start was
how about this arena?
5,438.
Oh wow.
4,500. This auction's going the wrong way.
Right. Let's go up.
Started off, hey,
but I like the specific nature of your answer.
Right.
Sound like a Flock University student.
Right.
Flock you.
All I can think about is like Waterboy when she's like, no, that's what's going to happen. Like all of a sudden we were like, wait a minute, it is fine. What? What happened? No, and listen, I'll tell you that like those numbers, sadly, they feel like Empire numbers. Like we were just saying this earlier today, and even when we walked in here to Dutch's place, the people are literally fired up for the Firebirds. Like I'm almost feeling kind of dumb because I was in some of those meetings early before 21 where it was like, do we want to go Empire? Do we want to go Firebirds? And I was like, I think Empire. We're coming off a championship, whatever. I might have been wrong. I think Firebirds numbers, you got to add a lot to whatever you thought the Empire number was going to be.
I'm glad they didn't go with the Firebirds back then, to be honest, because I want our group, our owners, Mike, Andy, Richie. I want us to be the ones that take the Firebirds and take it, back into the forefront. So I'm glad they didn't. The Empire has its place, obviously special, have championship rings of the Empire. But like I said, just the support that we've got on the Firebirds name
Been
itself
crazy.
has been so positive and
Yeah.
so warming that I am super glad that's what we chose to rebrand to.
Bobby Kala, let's get 12,000 plus.
Let's do it.
There you
Let's
go.
do it.
Lisa wants to
I
sell
like
out.
that answer.
Let's do it.
Sell out.
Yeah,
I
now
like
we're
that
working.
answer.
Now we're
Now
working.
we're
Good. Now
working.
we working.
Yeah, so yeah, we got you. Listen, I guess that's the thing. You get Firebirds back, get the AFL back. There's a the passion that you guys have for this. Because again, I can have all the fun in the world. You both will be standing on that turf on game day. That's a whole nother animal. I mean, you're taking hits, you're avoiding them, but like that's a whole nother animal to be on the turf during that. So, listen, everybody's fired up, excited. I guess the only thing left to do is to get to Dutch's, hang out with us for a little bit. I mean, that's it.
That's it.
So I can tell you in advance, next week's Flock U is going to be live at Muddy's Tavern. So
Ooh, Muddies.
so we'll be there 6 o'clock
Already.
Wednesday. Already spoke to ownership. They're excited to have us there. They're one of the great places that fed the players during camp last year. So we got Dutch's Place. We're hanging out always. Richie says that's been a great addition to the ownership group, and Dutch's Place is a great place to hang out. So here for a little while. I mean, I noticed that Darius's fans have started to pile up some beverages for him. Everybody wants to feed the goat.
I've got to say one thing, Uncle Eddie, if you have not been to Muddy's and tried their boneless chicken wings, it is something ridiculous. I've never had anything quite like that. Go try them. You'll love it.
David, I will put up the address, all that right on our social media. Don't worry. So you'll be able to get
put it up, come hang out with us, sign autographs, take pictures, man. Like we want everybody to feel welcome, man. Like I said, we operate as a family. We want you guys to feel like it's family. You guys are family. So come out, hang out with us, man. Let's have a good time.
I feel like at least once an episode of Flock U, I put like a little tension in the Ware household. Nani, well, you haven't taken me there. Where are you tonight?
I will definitely bring you some chicken wings home next week. Make sure you got them, honey. I got you.
I'll tell you this right now. Best quesadilla in the capital region. That Muddy's. It's a true story. I'll get it every time I go.
Now you're adding to my list. Bring that too.
All right.
There you go.
And they got some top shelf alcohol. No, sorry. Just keep at it. The pizza. Sorry.
There you go. It's always you said tension. Yeah, you trying to create it. I got you.
Listen,
but I will pay you back though.
I'm gonna get my lick back.
Yeah, you know that.
You're stuck with me. I need her to like me. I gotta win her over. You're stuck with me one way or another. Thanks to the great crew here at Dutch's Place. Thanks to everybody who came and hung out and they're just staring at us like we're a fishbowl. Thanks to everybody who interacts with Flock U. And I didn't know, seriously, like I'm just kissing up. I can read between the lines. I know that I'm just kissing up. He loved you. He always thought nice about you. He was writing a poem for you the other day. I don't know if he finished it. I hope she doesn't hate me.
She's a tough one.
I mean to be a head coach's wife, you have to
right.
be.
Absolutely.
You have to be. I mean, look at her adopted kid.
I know.
It's medium. I hate that you can wear a small shirt like that. I had to go pick up the shirt today, and the people over at Elevation who are doing this for us, they're like, but I thought you were picking up Darius' shirt. I'm like, he's slender. He's in great shape, man. It's good to see. Man. I need to start hitting the gym. All right, listen, now she's happy again. All right. All right, let's end this thing before I get everybody in more trouble.
Thank you.
The GOAT, Darius Prince. Make sure if you're looking to work with us in any way, dprince@firebirdsafl.com. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Hey, let's
Best in the business.
Let's do it.
Come watch him.
Let's do it.
And I'm just happy that he hasn't backhanded me yet because he's had every right to do so. The head coach, the general manager, the professor of Flock U himself, Damon Ware.
Appreciate it. Love you guys out there. Come support us. We'll support you. Going to be a fun season.
All right, we're going to go get Mike Corda fitted for a tutu and some beverages, and we are on our way. Have a great one. Thank you so much.